practice. So a nice quiet, gentle practice where we'll be holding the poses for a little bit longer, looking to work into the deep connective tissues of the body to move chi or energy through the energy lines. It's really nice, more restorative style practice. So we'll settle on in. It would be handy for those people at home to have a pillow or a cushion somewhere nearby you. So if you haven't got one of those, press pause, go and grab one, and we'll meet you back here in a moment. Otherwise, we're going to get started, and we're going to start on our backs. Lots of options with this pose, as with all others. So you might start in lying butterfly, soles of the feet together, knees to the side, palms face up. If that's going to get strong through the knees, maybe take knees to the sky, soles of the feet flat, or extend the legs out long. And we'll just take a few moments to get settled before we start to come into our poses. So taking a few deep breaths here to arrive, to meet yourself here on the mat. And start to find your breath. As you inhale, feel the expansion through your belly, ribs and chest. As you exhale, feel a softening, a releasing, a sense of letting go as the breath flows out. And keep smoothing out and lengthening the breath here. And with your next couple of breaths out, just noticing if there's any tension in your body. If you do find tension or resistance, use the breath out to release that. Inhale to make space, exhale to let go. And let's just take 3 more nice full deep breaths in and breaths out here, maybe making the out breath a little longer than the in breath. Helping to drop us deeper into our parasympathetic mode, our rest and digest, calm state. Nice, one more deep full breath in. And releasing breath out. And then from here, starting to bring a little movement into the body. So slowly closing your knees together. And we'll move with the knees hugging in towards the body now. Give them a nice squeeze and a little massage here. So you can rock a little from side to side, squeeze and release the knees a couple of times, whatever feels good for you. And as much as you can, we're looking to find freedom of movement. So use your intuition, work into the body however feels good for you. And then to come up to seated, you can either rock and roll along the spine, or you might simply roll to one side and press yourself up. And we'll meet around in a tabletop position on all fours, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Coming through a couple of rounds of cat-cows here. So as you inhale, lengthen the front body, open the heart forward and gaze up. And then exhale to round the mid-back high, chin comes to chest. Good, inhale, lengthen, opening through the heart, tilt the tailbones high. And then exhale, making space through the backs of the shoulders, chin draws to chest, press the ground away. Coming through 2 more rounds, inhaling to make space. Exhaling to release and round. Beautiful, deep, nourishing breaths in and out here for 1 more. Beautiful. And then coming back to meet with a nice neutral spine, we'll come into our first yin pose where we'll be holding for a little longer. So making your way down onto your belly. The first shape we're taking today is Sphinx pose. So lots of options here, and you really want to take your time to get into the pose in the way that feels best for you. So to start with, just line up your elbows under your shoulders, tops of the feet down, fingers spread nice and wide, and just notice how this feels through the back. You'll notice a nice squeeze at the back of the waist.
Now we're looking to come to about 6 or 7 out of 10 in terms of intensity of the pose. So 60 to 70%. If this is feeling a little strong, you might walk the hands further away and that softens the curve through the back. Or if you're looking for something a little stronger, you can always grab a cushion or a bolster and come up onto the elbows so they're a little higher, and that will deepen the curve into the back. And then whichever option you've taken, we're looking to really just let everything soften down here. In Yin, it's nice to close down the eyes and drop into the body to notice the sensations. You might notice that nice squeeze through the back, helping to squeeze over your kidneys and adrenal glands, inviting more energy and vitality through the body. But you might also notice sensations elsewhere in the body, and try not to attach to that, to label it. We're just simply noticing what's here, staying present with the breath. Smooth, deep inhalations, long, slow exhalations. And the longer we stay in the pose, the gripping of the muscles starts to soften, and that's where we begin to get into these deeper connective tissues of the body that we're targeting. So notice if there's anywhere in your body that is holding, anywhere that there may be tension. See if you can soften that now. And then let's find 3 more beautiful nurturing breaths in and out here in our Sphinx pose. You might wish to stay a little longer. Otherwise, whenever you're ready to come out, come into the rebound phase of our pose. So we move slowly, keeping the eyes closed if it feels okay. This time we'll come to roll down onto the chest. Make a little pillow with your palms and just turn the head to one side, resting it on your hands. And notice how the sensation changes through your back. You might like to sway the hips a little from side to side here. And we'll get a little decompression through the spine. So taking either your chin, your forehead, or the side of the head to the mat, hands come out to the side. Just slide one knee along the mat up towards the elbow here and feel that round through the back just a little. Doesn't matter which knee. And take a breath here. And sliding the knee back. And then we'll come to the opposite side. And then slide that knee back on down. And then moving nice and slowly, ground the palms underneath the shoulders and come on back through a child's pose. Keep the arms extended out long, inviting a rounding in through the spine. Maybe finding stillness, or maybe finding a little wiggle here. And then coming up into our tabletop pose once more. So coming into sleeping swan pose next. You can enter this either from tabletop, or if you'd like to take a downward dog, you're welcome to take that. We'll start with the right leg, and we're going to slide the right knee up between the hands. So either from tabletop or downward dog. Sliding the right knee up, and just check in with the knee. If the knee complains at all, then I'll offer you another option, so soften out of it. Otherwise, if this is feeling okay, allow the left leg to slide back. And from here, we'll take a breath in and breathe out to come forward here. You can always adjust the distance of the foot from the pelvis. The closer the foot is to the body, the more gentle the opening through the hip. If you'd like to take another option, Eye of the Needle is a great pose. That's where you come down on the back. You bend into the right knee, take the ankle just above the left knee, and use the grip of the hands to gently draw the left leg towards the body. Now, whichever pose you've taken here, start to drop a little deeper here now. Noticing sensations through the body. This pose is a beautiful one for targeting a number of energy lines. It works into the liver, kidneys, the gallbladder, and a little bit into your spleen energy line as well as the urinary bladder. And sometimes when we work with the hip joint, we can get a feeling of little heat building. Sometimes people can feel a little irritated or angered in this pose. If anything like that's coming up for you, be gentle and kind with yourself. Continue to breathe deeply. And let's take 3 final breaths here. Full breaths in, full releasing breaths out. You're always welcome to stay a little longer in the pose if that feels good. Otherwise, to come out, if you're in a sleeping swan, you'll press the earth away from you to lift yourself up slowly. If you're in Eye of the Needle, you'll release the right leg back to the earth. Maybe windscreen wiping the knees if you're on the back, or pressing back to your tabletop or your down facing dog, whichever feels good for you here. Feeling that energy flush through the hip. Noticing the change in sensation here. Moving however feels good. You can stay here as long as you need. And then whenever you're ready, we'll find the opposite side. So this time it's the left leg that comes forward. And again, bring the knee up and just check that the knee isn't complaining. If you're feeling anything through the knee, you might take Eye of the Needle like me. Otherwise, coming forward into your sleeping swan, you'll inhale at the top and then exhale to offer the heart forward and down and settle into the shape. Looking for a nice even weighting through the pelvis, through the hips. And you can come forward onto a bolster, onto the hands, or onto the forearms. And then we find the breath in this shape, find the sensation in the body. And noticing where the mind might be at here. And the mind may have wandered a little, and minds have a habit of doing that. So if yours has, be gentle, be kind with yourself, and draw the focus back to this present moment, to the breath, to the body, feeling what's happening here and now. Feeling into the body, noticing any holding or resistance again. Some of us tend to grip through our jaw, the muscles of the face, perhaps through the fingers or toes. Can you bring some lightness here and soften for our last few moments on this side? And then let's take 3 final breaths here. Full inhalations, nice long releasing exhalations. Let's go for 1 more. And then to come out of the pose. If you're in sleeping swan, you'll press the hands into the earth to lift yourself up. If like me, you're in Eye of the Needle, you'll release the left leg and then the right leg down onto the mat.
You might windscreen wipe the knees in either needle, or if you're on sleeping swan, you might press back on up into your tabletop and have a wriggle, or all the way up into downward dog. And then find whatever movement is calling you here, whatever feels good to get a little release through the hips. There's no right or wrong. It's all about moving intuitively. And then from here we'll all come to meet with the sit bones down on the earth and the legs extended out in front. No rush, take your time to get there. And then not a long hold here, we're just going to take a gentle little caterpillar pose. So by bending to the knees, take a breath in to reach the crown high, and then breathe out, fold the belly along the thighs here, and just round yourself forward. If you've got the space, you might lower the backs of the knees towards the earth. And just 3 breaths here, inviting some length into the back of the legs, into the spine. And breathing yourself out of the pose, press the earth away to lift yourself up. Nice. And nice gentle twist here. Right knee comes into the chest. Left arm wraps around the right leg, right hand behind. Take a breath in to grow tall. Breathe out, gently twist to the right hand side, keeping the sit bones evenly weighted to the earth. Keep the crown drawing high. We'll stay for one more breath. Nice. Unravel through center. Extend the right leg out long. And invite the left knee into the chest. We'll come to the opposite side. So right arm wraps around, left hand behind. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, nice gentle twist. Beautiful deep breathing here for one more breath. Nice. Inhale, come on back to center. Release both legs out in front. Give them a nice gentle shake. And then you want to have a prop handy for this. So it might be your bolster, it might be a cushion or a pillow at home. And come to lie down on your back with the soles of the feet on the earth near your buttocks, knees towards the sky, and your bolster or your blanket within reach. You're coming up into a supported bridge with the option to take pontoon pose as well. So with your next inhale, press your lower back down into the mat. And then as you exhale, ground down through the feet and lift the hips up. And from here, we're looking to take the bolster, the pillow, the cushion up underneath the heavy part of the sit bones here. So looking to pop it underneath the sacrum. And then arms can come out to the side, palms facing up, or you might even like to extend the arms up behind the head if that feels good for you. Looking to create a little length through the chest, through the belly. So some people might have space to go a little higher here. Another option, if you're looking for something a little more, is to extend the legs out long, and that will invite more stretch into the hip flexors at the front of the hip here. Just being careful if you do that of what might be a little pinching, a little getting into the lower back there. If you're feeling that, then come back to put the soles of the feet down and the knees to the sky. And then we're looking to invite the shoulder blades to come a little closer together at the back of the body to open through the chest. And then breathing a bit of space here, another long hold. Just some opening through the front body. Find 3 more breaths now. And you're ready to come out of the shape. You'll bend into the knees if the legs are extended and plant the soles of the feet down. And moving nice and gently, press the soles of the feet into the earth to lift the hips up. Bringing the propping out of the way here and over to the side, and then slowly rolling the spine back to the mat. Let everything settle on the earth here for a moment. And then when you feel ready, you can allow the knees to come in and give them a nice squeeze once more, just as we did at the start of class. And a breath or two to find any intuitive movement here that's calling you. Sometimes before we come into our Savasana, it can be nice to take a happy baby. Maybe a little squeeze and release of the knees. And then we'll find a final twist here. So allow the soles of the feet to find the earth. Nice bend in the knees, the arms come out to a T. Take a nice big inhale in the centre here. And then as you exhale, take the knees over to the left-hand side. Now you can adjust the distance of the feet and the knees from the body to make this feel really good. Looking to find a nice twist here, maybe even turning the head over towards the right, taking the twist up into the neck. And then let everything be heavy here. Let's take one more breath on this side. Good. With your next inhale, come back through center. Just realigning the spine. And then when you're ready, knees come over to the right. Maybe gaze comes over to the left. And again, let everything go. Feel yourself be held and supported by the earth. As you breathe deeply and release fully. With your next inhale, allow the knees to come back to center. And then from here, we're finding our way into our final resting pose, into our Savasana. So legs can extend out long, arms alongside the body, palms facing up. If you're feeling anything through the back, you're welcome to pop a bolster or a blanket, or perhaps a little cushion underneath the knees, just rounding out through the back a little. And then, as we settle into this shape, this is our opportunity to rest. So allow yourself to have this gift. Know that there is nowhere you need to be. Nothing you need to do for the next few moments. But completely relax. Completely release into your Savasana. And gently now, and with kindness, become aware once more of your body as it rests here on your mat. Begin to notice your breath moving in and out of your body, and invite the breath a little deeper here now. As you inhale, draw the breath all the way down to your toes, bring some movement into the toes now. Inhaling breath to the fingers, some movement into the fingers, and you give them a little wiggle. And then start to create bigger movements in the body with the breath. So maybe really circling your wrists, your ankles, bending into knees and elbows. And if it feels good, you can inhale your arms up and overhead, taking a stretch from top to toe. Taking this moment here to reflect on your practice, to notice how you feel now compared to how you felt when you first came to your mat. A beautiful opportunity here to connect with gratitude. Just finding one thing that you're grateful for here now. And take that notion of gratitude and abundance off your mat and into your life. From here we'll roll over to a preferred side, the right the more yang or energetic side, the left the more yin.
So whichever one is calling you, take a moment on your side before pressing yourself up into a comfortable seat. We'll meet with a nice straight spine, hands in prayer at the heart. And finishing the class today with a blessing. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries. May the wind blow new strength into your being. And may you move gently through this world and know its beauty all the days of your life. From my heart to yours, thank you for sharing in the practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks, Blairy.